Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. And we have Tom and Cheryl in here with us this morning, all the way from South Bend, Indiana. And they came all the way down here just to experience the Johnson chiropractic technique. And we adjusted them yesterday for the first time, and they're back today getting another second adjustment. And they asked me what to do when they left here, when they go back to South Bend. And being a proud Palmer alumni myself, I referred them to see a Palmer graduate in South Bend. So if you're a Palmer graduate in South Bend, Indiana, make a comment on there with your contact information, and we can help guide these guys to a Palmer graduate up in South Bend. Because I still maintain that Palmer College of Chiropractic teaches their students how to adjust better than some of these other chiropractic colleges that are around the United States. And since today is Palmer Wednesday in here, we're Palmer proud as always, and we're going to send them to a Palmer graduate up in South Bend, Indiana. But first we're going to show you how we do the Johnson technique on them. And I'm going to adjust his feet and toes for you today too, so you guys get your fantasies about me adjusting feet. Just don't be coming here and ask me to adjust your feet. Okay, let's have you flex your head forward and backwards for me, Tom. And then neutral. I know everybody sees me doing all these things, and everybody's saying, well, can you do my feet? Can you do the knee chest on me? I can. Just whether you need it or not. So you're looking better than you were the first day, Tom. Yep. Your head's not as far off to the right as it was. It's still a little forward and right, but it's not as bad, and your pelvis is much more centered. So we adjusted him yesterday on the BioPhysics table first, because it was my first time adjusting him and Cheryl. So, Tom, I'm going to have you over here on the decompression table first. And you guys will have to come back in when I get my new table in here.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it's really fine. I think our crack addicts are going to be eating crow when they finally see it, because good things take time. Quality things take time, and it's taken Hill Laboratories about a year to design it and make it off of my specifications. They're doing a few tweaks on it based on my going up there with Renee this past weekend to Philadelphia, going and seeing it. But those guys are all very talented people. They're the ones that made my BioPhysics table. Tom, breathe through your nose. Just like that.
That was a little more intense than yesterday.
No, it just went deeper, because yesterday I broke the fibrotic adhesions and scar tissue loose, so I got a deeper adjustment today. I got you. Tilt left. There you go. Tilt right. Now, no cringing from the front row seats.
Sorry. I just know what's coming.
Well, that's just a nitrous gas bubble that explodes in the joint space. That's not the bones crack.
Okay.
That's all it is, honey.
Okay.
Just a gas bubble. I would say he's full of, you know what? Okay, let's come over this way, Tom. Get up sideways, remember?
I get
Here, I'll help you up. Alrighty. There we go. Hey, you got your Palmer socks on today. Good for you.
Palmer Wednesday.
That's all right. Legs are even today. That's great. And they stay even. That probably didn't tighten up in your little back as bad as it did yesterday.
No.
So that's a negative knockless, no Deerfield. But I'm still going to adjust his SI joints bilaterally. The sacrum, straight superior to inferior, and P to A. L5, P to A. These are still a little tight. There. Breathe. Now hold your breath. Okay, you gotta quit fighting me. There, better. See, it works better when I do it. Okay. All right. Having to catch you between butts, Tom. Better. Even. Let's stay even. Does that hurt at all?
No.
Good.
So tight, so loose.
Yep. I'm adjusting his cervical spine, C3-4, slide down this way just a little bit, C5-6 and T1, straight P to A in the Z axis. Let's turn you on your back. That's to restore the cervical lordosis. I'm gonna lay him back. Slide down this way, tiny bit right there. Good. Good. Okay, now put both arms straight out to the sides. There you go. Relax your hands on your tummy. Okay. There you go. Should have felt that from your knee all the way up in your lower back.
Yes, sir.
Okay, same here. That's perfect. Go ahead and slide back up that way on the table a little bit, please, sir. Okay, so I'm going to adjust both of his feet. There's the lateral tarsal. This little piggy went to market. Okay. Boy. That one sure is stubborn. Boy, those moved easy today, though.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta let go. Breathe. Okay. Slide back up that way a little bit. I'm still pulling you off the table. There you go. There's your ankle. That's it. Good. Okay, now let's set you up and face that away today. Alright. Keep your chin up, remember. When you see him dropping his head down like that, you just slap him upside the head and tell him it's from me.
Got it.
Straighten up. Most wives don't need my permission to do that. Yes, sir? Good. That's it. You know, I know how to break your elbow, but I also know how not to, so. That's what martial arts training does for you. Okay, let's come over here and stand in front of the mirror for me, please, Tom. Ooh, look in the mirror already.
There's more.
See it straighter already, more centered. But you're still a little right, so pull these guys up and back. Flare these back here. Nope, nope. You're tilting back. You want to come straight back, translate left, then look back. Put in a mirror image of your current configuration. We adjust your atlas on the x-axis. That sends neurological information into the cerebellum and will help retrain your cerebellum to hold you in a more correct biomechanics. You can relax. Try going forward and backwards again. This should feel smoother.
Much smoother.
Very nice. Look in the mirror. You got room on both sides here now.
Yep. Would you be able to do my tibias, with the shocker, with the?
You mean your tibialis anterior muscles?
Yes.
Okay, lay on your back with your head up on that.
Thank you.
So this is a muscle spindle technique that I'm doing on his tibialis anterior now. This helps to reset the muscle spindles in a proper, relaxed tonicity. Ooh, this one's tighter. You feel this one tighter?
Mm-hmm.
And just hit these tensor fasciolateral muscles as well. There we go. Okay.
Do you mind doing my stomach?
Boy, you're the neediest patient I've had all day. Okay, so I'm not treating him for acid reflux or GERD or any kind of gastrointestinal issues. I'm pulling down the abdominal wall, the myofascial tissues, and I'm just creating some room for his ribs. Exhale. Keep exhaling through your mouth. Deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Okay, another deep breath. You can't breathe in once I do that. You gotta exhale the whole time. Keep exhaling. There we go. Good.
I think that's it.
Oh, well, thank God. Okay, let me take a final look at you here. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I don't mind doing all that.
Thank you.
Let's have you flex forward and backwards again. Well, it's on a swivel now.
So much looser.
Take a look. You're right down the gut everywhere.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Are you hurting anywhere right now?
Just a little bit from yesterday, just my neck
Just
a little
sore?
bit, ladder, but
Yeah, you're gonna be sore for 3 days, remember?
But what I noticed was my lower back.
Did you put the ice on
Yes,
there?
I did. This is much looser,
Mm-hmm.
and up here where you worked it hard
Yeah.
yesterday, is much better.
Okay,
So
good.
thank you.
You're welcome. So what would you have to share with our crack addict fans around the world about your first experience here at Advanced Chiropractic Relief?
I watched the videos for about a year, and it's as good as I'd hoped, and we'll be back.
Yeah. Well,
So
thank you for sharing your experience
Thanks.
with everyone.
Thank you.
You're quite
Thanks.
welcome. Make sure you find a Palmer graduate up there in South Bend.
I will.
All right, Cheryl, you're up.
Okay.
No new accidents or injuries since I saw you
No.
yesterday, right?
No.
Good. You might get to see some big old Texas thunder boomers here in Houston today.
That'd be pretty.
Yeah, it is.
From up
No, I
here.
like it, yeah. I like it when it's on the work day, so.
Right.
But when it comes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I want it to be sunny so I can go out and race.
I don't blame you.
All right, so let's have a look at you today, Cheryl. Let's have you flex your head forward and backwards for me too, please. And then neutral. Well, you're a ton better.
Mm-hmm.
See how your head's more centered
Oh,
down?
yes.
And your head's up over your spine now too. Look how
Right.
squared off your shoulders
Mhm.
are. Your hands are at your sides. Good for you. You're a quick study. All right. Cheryl's had a lot of knee problems, so I'm adjusting her knees for her as well, but we'll do that over on that table. Cheryl, I'm gonna start off with this one this afternoon,
Okay.
or morning, or whatever time it is. I don't even know what time it is. What
I
time
don't
is it?
either.
Afternoon.
Is it afternoon?
Yes, sir.
Slide down underneath this way a little bit, huh? A little bit more. There you go.
I iced my sides.
Yeah.
Last night they
Yeah.
were sore.
Yeah, sometimes you get some bruising too from the pins. Actually, the only side effect of this adjustment is
Right.
the tenderness on the top of the iliac crest where the pins are in there. But these are the best padded pins I've ever had. I've had like 10 sets of them.
Right?
I had to have these custom made. There we go. Yes, ma'am.
Man.
And I was taking it easy on you.
Ooh,
You
thanks.
still felt that all the way down, didn't you?
To my hips.
Yeah, that's where you're supposed to tilt to your lower back.
Mm.
Okay, tilt left a little, just like that. Tilt right. Look at you, being all cooperative this afternoon.
Be on your bad side.
Yeah, don't ever sass the doctor before you ring dinger.
I won't.
Oh, you got it. Legs are more even today. You're still a little shorter than this left one.
Yeah,
That's
still
still out
short.
right there.
Mhm.
You know, we see a lot of husbands and wives here from out of state and out of the country. So if you're watching this and you're a couple, the family that gets adjusted together is a well-adjusted family. Breathe. There you go. Not just physically, but mentally and spiritually as well. And that's what we try to strive for here is three-dimensional health, where your body is functioning in homeostasis, which is normal internal environment function, which is really the definition of health. Let's turn you on your back now. See, this is already going down.
Has
Yeah, I
it?
see
Yeah,
that.
it's already getting lower. She had a big kyphosis in her thoracic spine yesterday, but I hammered on that yesterday. Got that down quite a bit. Dr. Bo has his hammer and chisels. I got my hands and my elbows as hammers and chisels. Slide down this way a little bit and put your hands out sideways, palms up. These aren't sore today on your ribs.
No, it's just sore from the adjustment.
Right. Okay, let me have you. That girl. Should have felt that from your knee all the way up to your lower back.
Yep, I did.
Okay, same thing here. That girl. Okay. Well, you got your shoes off today too. You want me to
Yes.
touch your feet too? These guys are a little slick. It's hard for me to get a grip on your toes. There we go. Yeah, if you've never had your feet adjusted, they hurt first time. There we go. Alrighty. Now let's sit you up sideways and face towards Tom. There we go. Good. You're a quick study. I like that. There we go. Okay, I got you. There it is. See, works better when I do it. You okay?
Yeah.
Some of these are a little shocking first, huh? Well, it's probably because you guys haven't ever had a move like this.
No, never.
There, see? There we go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's stand you up here in front of the mirror. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah,
Already.
very different.
Well, look, this is gone.
Yeah,
That's
See that.
completely gone.
I totally see that.
Yep. She did have a huge kyphosis here in her mid-thoracic. It's now regular kyphosis. And look how squared off your shoulders are.
Yeah, it's
Pretty amazing for just 2 adjustments. There we go. That's one of the things our patients love about us. You only have to come 2 or 3 adjustments and then you go back to living your life. You don't have to come in 3 times a week for 6 months and take all these vitamins and get the E-stem and hot packs and roller tables, all that. I'm a deep adjusting bone mover. Taught at Palmer College of Chiropractic in Davenport, Iowa. Let's have you flex forward and backwards again. This should feel smoother, but you tell me.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
That's great. So Cheryl, what would you have to share with our crack addicts about your experience here at Advanced Chiropractic Relief?
I have been adjusted many times over the years, and I've never had an adjustment like this. And it feels like your energy's different.
It is different.
Yeah.
It's liberating, huh? Oh, you okay? Oh, that's nice. We love all of our patients, and the Holy Spirit's always in here with us, and that's who's healing you.
It's
So we
good.
give God all the honor and all the glory. It is all good. Well, thank you for sharing your experience with everyone.
Thank you.
I hope you guys can find somebody up there in South Bend that can help you.
I do
We'll
too.
be
And if you don't, you come back here.
We'll be back.
Okay. So anything else to share with them?
No,
That was
thanks.
about as good as it gets right
That
there,
was
Cheryl.
good.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. So this is life-changing, isn't it?
It is. It's just, we were talking yesterday of like the energy of like, we felt different.
Right.
We were at the zoo, I was driving the zoo, I go,
It's like a,
It was
a natural high.
Yeah, yeah.
more clarity or more brightness.
Oh yeah.
It was-
Well, your senses all start functioning better because your nervous system's tweaked and it's functioning at the highest level that it's supposed to, and that's really what chiropractic's always been about.
It makes so much sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When your brain's connecting your spinal cord out the nerves to the organs, muscles, tissues, and cells, your body functions at the way it's supposed to, physiologically,
it feels
and it makes
great.
all the difference in the world for
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
This is true health care. This is not sick care. This is health care.
I believe that.
Our health care in the United States is some of the worst outcomes in the world, but yet it's more expensive for healthcare. But I actually call it sick care because
Right.
they're chasing symptoms and treating symptoms with drugs and injections and outside things, surgeries. We're not taking anything out of the body, or we're not putting anything into the body except energy
Right.
and adjustments, which is what the nervous system thrives on.
Yeah, it's amazing. Thank
So
you.
if you need a tune-up and you want your nervous system to function at its most optimal level, go to advancedhoustonchiropractor.com and fill out a new patient request, and we'll see y'all soon. We'll see you soon.